0D. iPad microphone.
Hello.
Stereo. M4.
Hello.
Speech off.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 20. I could have the date wrong because I read it and then I can't remember. I think it's the what date is it today?
Clock. Calendar. Friday, the 28th of October.
28th of October.
Dot.
That's
Safari.
right.
Mabel. Page 2 of 3. Dot. Page.
And it happens to be Friday.
Recorder HQ. Recorder HQ.
Just got to make sure I've actually got it working because you know me.
Stop. Pause.
I could be doing
25.8.
recordings for an hour and not know how did I not actually record myself talking to thin air for an entire hour when it wasn't fucking working. I nearly knocked my coffee over then. Shit. I nearly smashed it. So I've got a steak and potato pie and 2 loaves of very fresh white bread. I'm going to put one in the freezer. I absolutely can't not freeze the bread. It will be getting frozen. There we go. And that's my other bread on the bed. Well, I'm doing a audio only recording. It might as well be a podcast. What else could it be? This fucking sauce. Okay. I'm going to put mega loads of sauce over my pie, and I'm soon going to make a sausagen. Come out sauce, doesn't want to come out. There we go. I'll put loads of sauce on there. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Sauce. Yum, yum. So, on Monday night, when I finished my exercise class at Total Fusion, I bought some caramel spread in a jar and Biscoff spread, which also comes in a jar. And I know people say you use it as a dessert spread, but honestly, just putting it on toast is good enough. It is delightful. So is this pie too, by the way. And don't judge me until you try it. But this bakery on Uber Eats, don't get me wrong, there's another one that I like, but the delivery fee is like $10, I think. And this other bakery, their delivery fee is like $6. So even though it's expensive, it's sort of cheaper, and their food is very nice. And I am going to get another order from them tomorrow. Oh, their pies are beautiful. The Biscoff spread is yum. For people who don't know, it's like cinnamon cookie dough. A light cinnamon flavour. It's not like super strong. It's more like a light, crispy. Like having a crispy cinnamon donut, but it's cookie dough. And the texture is of peanut butter, but when you're eating it, it's like crunchy, like crushed up cinnamon cookies. It is so yum. The caramel, it's basically It's like caramel top and fill, but it's set in a jar and it's basically ready for you to measure out a bit into a bowl and pop into the microwave to make a nice hot caramel sauce. Or you can spoon it onto your toast or bread straight from the jar, or you can eat it with a spoon. Like, it is so nice you can eat it. Or have it over waffles, ice cream, you know. This pie is so good. It's lucky I've got a dinner plate in front of me because it would have gone everywhere otherwise. When I'm at Costco, I also get boxes of lamingtons and blueberries. Their blueberries are so yum. Their fresh blueberries are like so good. And I'm thinking, how can anyone not like going to Costco? How can anyone not want to go there? I know it's a $60 membership every year, but so what? Who cares? It's good. It's good shopping. It's good bulk buy deals. If you can't get what you want there, well, so what? You just bulk buy what you can, and then you go to your regular supermarket to get your regular essential stuff. That's how I do shopping. And some people are judgmental because I buy a lot of stuff. It's like, well, those judgy people need to get off their high horse, mind their own beeswax, and let me live in my own, my own space when I'm at home. Because it's not their job to decide what I will and won't do with my shopping experiences. Because even though shopping's impersonal, like you've got to go to the shops, it does become very personal because I've got to bring that stuff home. I've got to be comfortable with it. I've got to enjoy eating it or wearing it if it's clothes. So, it's a very personal experience in that context. So for people to judge me because they don't like how I shop, well, fuck off then, because it's not your shopping trip, is it? It's my shopping trip and I'll do what I like. And if you don't like me the way I shop, then don't help me do shopping. That's not for everybody, obviously. I'm not going after everyone, I've just had people judge me for going to big shopping centres, I'm like, well, that isn't my problem. On Amazon several weeks ago too, this steak and potato pie is yum. It's got the most delicious, meat and cheese sauce. Anyway, on Amazon several weeks ago, I found some Cadbury chocolate spread. It's like Nutella, but it's not hazelnut. It's basically soft dairy milk chocolate that they've made it in a way that it sets soft, not hard. So it's a soft Probably like dipping chocolate, I think. And I was going to buy it, but guess what? Amazon sold out of it, didn't they? And I can't buy it anymore because they're not, for some reason, bringing it back in stock. And they haven't done for like 4 weeks now, and I'm thinking, oh, it sucks, because last month they had it. Sometimes Costco has, and sometimes they do not have, pumpkin pie. When I bought one on Wednesday, I ate most of it in a day and a half. I couldn't stop eating it. There are 2 more bits in the freezer, but when I find them, I'm going to eat them both. Like, heat them up or let them thaw out a bit, because pastry's a bit finicky. If you don't let it thaw out and then you heat it from frozen, it can be like partially frozen and partially burnt in some areas because it doesn't heat evenly. Anyway, I'll thaw it out and heat it up, it'll be fine, and have it with custard and ice cream, because it's beautiful with custard and ice cream. It is delicious. It is so good. And I will be so angry if I find they're not selling it next week, because I love pumpkin pie. I honestly thought apple pie was the best until I ate pumpkin pie, and now pumpkin pie is my absolute favourite. Okay, that was very nice. That was absolutely beautiful. I am definitely getting more stuff from that bakery tomorrow. It is beautiful. It is like so good. And the coffee club has really delightful breakfast food too. I'm going to wait for a fortnight to get something from the coffee club because it's expensive. And the Pancake Manor also has really good steak burgers, even though they're like $30. And to get a whole rack of beef ribs is like $40, like it's a deer. And I love beef, brisket and stuff. So when I've got the actual money to buy it, if I'm not buying groceries, I'm definitely getting it next time. Like, yeah, from Pancake Manor on Uber Eats. I found it today and I thought, oh my god. So I'll give it a few weeks because I need to have money for the next 2 weeks, so I can't really spend. Oh fuck, does that mean that I actually can't buy stuff in the bakery tomorrow? Because I'm going to need money for Costco next Wednesday, and next Thursday I've got orientation training So I need money to buy a mug of coffee when I'm out. Oh shit, maybe I can't. As much as I love this bakery, I'll just wait till next fortnight to get more stuff from the bakery, even though I really want to get some stuff tomorrow. And then on the way home from Costco, I can get some bread from my other favourite bakery, which I really like. But yeah, I highly recommend the Biscoff spread and the caramel sauce slash spread, because you can use it as a sauce by you can either put it on high power in the microwave for 30 seconds or low power for like 60 to 80 seconds. But you've got to be careful with it that it doesn't, explode. Like, don't cook it for too long, because it will explode everywhere. Like, it'll ruin everything. And because it's essentially almost sugar, well, not only will it be hard to clean out of the microwave, it'll probably cause a fucking fire, because sugar does get extremely hot. So don't go and overdo the caramel, please. Like, even if you need to boil a pot of very hot, like actually boil a little pot of water on the stove and then put a little bowl of caramel in the hot water, because you just you fill up the little pot so that the water is shallow enough that when you put the bowl in, it sits up out of the water, so that it'll sink to the bottom, but there won't be enough water for water to get into the actual bowl. It'll just sit on the bottom of the saucepan, but the water level is lower than the bowl, so that the caramel will get really hot without overcooking, overboiling, and it won't explode. You give it a couple of minutes in the boiling water, then you take the bowl out and put it on the bench. You get your waffle or your piece of toast, ice cream, mud cake, or anything ready that you want your caramel on, and you put your bowl of hot caramel over it, and it is absolutely beautiful. And you can do the same with Biscoff spread too. You can make it warm. You can melt it for like 30 seconds in the microwave, and if you want it softer, you put it in for another 5 seconds, because you don't want to, or 10 seconds at the max, because you don't want to like overboil it and then it will explode everywhere again. And then you check it, you give it a quick stir with like a teaspoon, and then you'll put it in for another 10 seconds until it's soft, and then you tip that over your ice cream or over your bread or something, I'd rather just get the spread out of the fridge, and while it's firm, you put it on the toast, because the hot toast, the toast is already hot, so the spread goes soft. It melts into a nice soft runny paste, and it is absolutely fucking yum. And when I put caramel on the toast as well, caramel is a bit thicker than condensed milk, so it does get runny, but it is absolutely fucking yum. It's beautiful. It is like extremely nice. You can get the caramel and the Biscoff spread from Woolies or Coles, and as for anything else you want, if you need to bulk buy anything, you get it from Costco. If people don't like Costco, then you don't have to agree to it, but I don't see anything wrong with going to Costco, and I'm not going to stop going to Costco. As for this friggin' game, I managed to solve the power plant puzzle, and then I solved the water stadium puzzle, and yeah, I now just have to make my way through, I believe, further through the cave. I mean, excuse me, I need to make my way through Shadow Canyon, then eventually go back through the cave and have a look around again, but obviously I won't do that till later on in the game. But I need to invest massive amounts of gold currency and buy a massive amount of healing items, basically, because that way, when I go to solve the next shadow puzzle, so there's a dragon puzzle and then the shadow puzzle, at least when I deal with the bastards again, I don't have to backtrack and get completely lost again. And then the game will just go on, basically. But everyone I have heard on YouTube playing this game has a shit ton of healing items and very high leveled Manamon creatures ready to go. So that way they don't have to backtrack through the puzzle every so often. They can just solve the puzzle. It might take several tries, because if you don't solve the puzzle right, it kicks you back to the start and you have to redo it and redo it and redo it and redo it until it's solved. But at least you don't have to backtrack over and over and over and over and over again. As in, get out of there and then get lost finding your way back to the puzzle. And if the game gives you any messages, like announcements saying you can do this, you can do that, that's when you start taking the opportunity to do the backtracking stuff. So before you go into a puzzle, make sure you backtrack the area several times before getting into the actual puzzle. So that way you can earn a massive heap of gold, fight your Manamon creatures several times so that they level up more, and then when you go to solve the puzzle, then you've got everything set the way you need it to be. So that if it takes you several bloody centuries just to do that puzzle, you don't have to get out of the entire area that you're in. So, yeah. I think I'm figuring it out. I think I am figuring it out. Next Tuesday as well, I'm going to start the cycling class on Tuesdays, which will be fucking amazing. I'm a lot fitter and stronger than I was. My arms are still dodgy and my back is still dodgy, but at least I'm getting stronger. And yeah, I'm up to doing extra classes now, which is great. So I've gone from 2 classes a week to now I'm doing 3 classes per week. Soon after, I'll be doing 4 classes per week. Yeah. Yep. So, it is all happening, and eventually when I learn to walk to the swimming pool, I won't need a support worker to take me to the pool every single week. I can just go to the pool and go swimming every single day of the week and come home, relax, and just crash. That's what will be happening. Back keeps getting itchy. God. The other thing is I'll be able to go out each day to the shopping centre, to the coffee club and places like that when I learn my way around, which will be bloody awesome. Otherwise, I don't know. I do not know. Pretty much nothing else is happening besides when it's not too hot I can walk to the shopping centre, because I'm not walking when it's hot. I absolutely refuse to walk when it is really hot. My coffee is as good as always. Yum. I hope my support worker is okay next week on Wednesday. I hope she's alright, because I've been planning a good trip to Costco. Hopefully my support worker is not sick. And because I'm super bored, I will be stopping this video in a minute and uploading it. And I will be playing games for ages. Yeah, you know me, when I set my recording up for playing a game, it goes for hours, because I just can't stop playing it. So,
Pause. Stop. Button.
I'll upload this recording before I forget, because I've done that a few times and I've had to upload recordings several days later, thinking, oh well, people will know that I've done a late recording when they hear the date on it, because I tell people when I do my recording on YouTube, I say what the current date happens to be, and if it's the 28th today, and then I decide in 2 weeks' time that I need to upload this recording, and it would be, you know, like the 11th or 12th of November by then, well, yeah, it's a fairly old recording by then, so I'll upload this today when I have stopped the recording. So, when I've had my cuppa, I will be doing a new recording of me playing games.